Right. Hello, chaps. Hopefully, I can't do a game because this won't work on Teams, and I can't get the other thing to work to record a game. But what I can do is just chat you through little old Graafschap. Can't pronounce it. If you're interested, Aves are smashing it up in the Liga Zagres. Villas-Boas has sold literally everybody. This is this is Aves' first team. They've got 5 subs. They've sold a lot of players. They sold £65 million worth of players last season. All these guys I I just pulled out of anywhere, and they've just sold them, which is a real shame. And then last season as well, 180 million pounds. They've sold over 250 million pounds of players in the past 2 years. So some of that was me, but most of it wasn't. So that's a real shame. Anyway, let's look at the Graafschap. So this is the league table. This isn't the league table. This is me trying to find out where the league table is. This is the league table here. So we are 27 games in. There's 34 games in the season. We are currently in first place, which is nice. I have no idea how the playoff system works. Teams 2nd to 9th can get into the playoffs based on when they win certain forms or something. Where is it? Winners of the 4 periods. We qualified for the playoffs literally in like week 2. So I don't understand how that works. But anyway, we've not been consistent. It's been tough. We had a really good run. Ben's much better this than I am. We had a really good run towards the start of the season. Some shit friendlies, but like unbeaten pretty much up till September, and the league started in start of August. So a good run, some good wins, 4-0, 4-0, 4-0. We ended up losing a few. The battle we had around here was that our star striker, Paul de Vries, got his leg chopped off in a vicious tackle. So we then had our 2 backup strikers, and then literally here, my second striker, who I brought in to replace my first choice striker, who got his leg chopped off, got his leg chopped off. So we were struggling. And we got some good wins, 6-0, 5-1, but those teams were absolute wank. And I basically told them, go out there and smash them up, because you're not coming home if you don't. And Almere, who beat 6-0, they are terrible. They won 2 all season, 8 points. They're going down. Bye-bye. So we're doing okay in terms of the league. We finished 17th last season, which was tough. I joined in February, you'll remember, full of enthusiasm and vigour that only a manager coming from Aves could have. Quickly realised that I couldn't sign anybody. We had no money. We were £40,000 over our budget, 50 grand a week in terms of wages, and I couldn't sign anyone to help. So I was basically playing 5-4-1 to try and stop them from scoring. We got absolutely hammered last season. I think can I show you last season? Yes, I can. Lovely. That's nice, isn't it? So I joined pretty much about here. Here against Emin. So we had a good start. Drew 0-0. I'll take that. Not too bad at all. And we lost 3-0. Another draws. A couple of last-minute draws again. Heavy loss against VVV. Got promoted in the end. 2 more losses. Literally, we were about 17. We're about 10 points clear of the bottom spot as of when I joined. We finished 1 point. 4 points clear. They nearly got a win in the last game, which could have put them right behind us. So not comfortable. The board, however, were delighted with the fact that we didn't get relegated after being up here when I joined. And we gave me a new contract, which I'll take because, frankly, I thought I was going to get fired at any point. And then this season, it's been good. It's been good. We've had some good runs. We've got some good players. I've literally kind of peddled the market in terms of who we can actually have to come and join us. So out went this whole pile of wank, because literally was just horrendous. Like Leo as a keeper, terrible. The fans didn't tell me how shit he was. It was a bit harsh. Adu Samael, he was going before I even got there. Mates, he left, but they hated him. But yeah, actually, he was really good. But he left. It was too expensive. A lot of these guys were like £6,000 a week, which I just could not afford. So we got rid of a load of those guys. Got the budget down to about £20,000 a week in terms of spend. Limit was about this season was 38. It got reduced to, and we brought in some pretty decent people. So I'll fly through some good ones. they're all pretty crap. Stephen Meyer came in. He's got injured, just come back from injury. He's not very good anymore. Played like 3 games. Well done, Stephen. Great waste of time you were. There's some decent ones in Phil Berry, 21 years old. When he first joined us, he was worth 250k. So I tried to sell him straight away, which pissed him off, and he hasn't really improved since, which is fair enough. Van den Steve Miliband, a legend. He stepped up since every other striker's been shot, had their legs chopped off. He's doing well. He's got us 4 goals in the past 5 games. He's pretty much he's good at accelerating to not very quick, but he can finish. He's got composure, and he's got some determination, which I like. 19 determination, love that. So Van den Steve Miliband, he's decent. He's getting a good run at the moment. Juan Hermoso is just a decent, well, he's not that good, but just a good person to have in terms of defensive midfield and centre back. He's got a few games where a few guys got injured. Darren Moskalenko, solid right back, also playing left back at the moment because I have no other left backs in my team, but again, just decent player. Corin Tisla, 35 years old, getting a bit rubbish now, but he's been solid this season. He's just come in, he's been a rock at the back. No one seems to like him, but that's not a problem. I'm happy with that. Casper the Friendly Ghost, technically quite good in terms of just what he can do, and he's quick, and he's probably one of our better younger players. I'm getting bids in for about 100k for him, but I want to try and hold on to him if I can. I'm trying to retrain him as a right mid. But he is the most emotional sack of shit ever. Like, he just does not. Like, honestly, one thing happens, he goes into like a 4-week kind of terrible morale kind of spiral. It's horrendous. So that's like sending him away for 2 weeks. Paul de Vries is the man, the myth, the legend. He's got a little bit slow while he's been off injured for the past 4 months, but he's played 15 games, got 10 goals, got 4 assists. Absolute hero. He was the reason we were doing so well at the start of the season. Came on a free, so he's back now. Gonna get back in the squad for our next game against Helmond. Topical. Chris Van Hoot, just a decent backup keeper. Has played once. I mean, he's fine. He's just a good backup keeper. Sebastian Farley is just, I showed you some of these guys on WhatsApp. Quick, but not technically very good, but hoping I can get some money for him if I sell him. Gabriel Mohammed is my epic keeper that is currently still not on a contract. But hey, no one's tried to buy him yet. So, he's done well so far. He's got 13 clean sheets in a league where it's a pretty even league, so I'll take that. And he's definitely kept us in some games. And he wanted £13,000 a week, but accepted 3. So classic negotiation skills there. Leonard Schmidt's been decent, kind of defensive midfielder, just like a poor man's Valery Zaitsev. Just solid. He's had some good games. Jarrett Kermit is just I thought he was good, but he hasn't got any pace, and that's caused an issue for me. And he can't play centre mid either, which is a problem. I thought he would, but he can't. Joe Barrera, again, I was just funny. Anyone that I could find on the free agent market that was quick and could shoot vaguely at a goal. So he's had a few good games. He's got a couple of assists. He's got a couple of goals, or 1 goal. But I've had to rely quite heavily on him. Peter Hockpenis. His name's actually Peter Grunendick, which sounds a bit like Green Dick, hence why it's Hockpenis. I know, right? I'm hilarious. He's actually been quality. He's just got injured. He's out for another 2 months. The option was he gets into this. He could play 2 games and then be out for a year or 9 months, or he could play no games and be out for 3 months. So I felt bad. Making him sit out for the next year. So he'll be out until next season. But he's been really good. He's kept us in it. So he played 9 games and got 3 goals and 3 assists. So I'll give him that. Because he plays against some decent teams. He's not very good. Zoidberg. Real name is Zandbergen. So naturally Zoidberg. Again, not great. He's come on to some a few times, but he's a bit less awful than some of other players, and also got long throws, which I'm quite a big fan of. Turns to set piece. Love that. Carlos Borges, the striker, I'm trying to turn into a winger. Not very good. And Vladimir Borisov, absolute steal. So he came in on a free, literally a month ago. He's got 2 goals, 2 assists, 1 man of the match. Love that. Go on, Borisov. Technically, absolute mess, but he's quick and he can cross, and he's got good free kick taking, and he's determined again. Love that in a player. So he's fucked off to join some other team he plays for, Kazakhstan. So that's the team. I'm hoping that we can finish in the top space. I think if it goes to playoffs, we might. I just can see us fluffing it. We're 7-point gap at the moment, so hopefully we can get through. The teams we still have to play. Let's have a look at the old fixture unis. Vitesse are good. Go Ahead aren't good. Eindhoven are decent. There's a Canberra and AC are both, I think, in the table. So that could be interesting when that comes up. Oh, that's NEC. NAC are average. Eindhoven are average. Okay, might have a chance to hold on there. Helmand Sport could be an interesting game, and Go Ahead as well in Canberra. So playing some teams around us. Hopefully okay. In terms of stats, how do I see stats? So Paul de Vries is still the second highest goal scorer, despite the fact he hasn't played for 3 months. And Steven Miller has been dragging us through this game. Geordie van der Gun has been an absolute legend. I think, did I buy him or was he already here? He's been here for a while. Fine, okay. But he's been good. I mean, he technically not amazing, but 9 goals, 11 assists in 27 games. You know, they're singing his plaudits. Everyone loves him. So that which is nice. And my team, as it stands, looks like I need to make some changes because of injury and travelling. But other players to just highlight. This guy is 21. Was with the club when I joined. I think he could be a go on to the future, or at least if we get into the top league, one that I can sell on. And then everyone else, I think you've probably seen in there. There's some terrible players that I bought, which I thought would be decent, and they really weren't. So they're down there milling about. And then that's pretty much it, I think, in terms of that team. We're not a strong side in terms of kind of information around us. We've got quite a lot of loan debt, which is pretty bad. The chairman keeps throwing money into the club, about 600 grand every couple of months, which is interesting. We can't afford to spend anything else on. We've got a bit of gap to for wages, but untouchable. Yeah. And they're pissed off that he left, but he was terrible. So he was a top goal scorer last season with 14 goals, but he wasn't particularly good. I had to kick out a lot of the coaches because they were all terrible. Finance-wise, we leveled it out a bit around kind of September, and then we've started to spend a bit more on players. They told me I could spend more money on players, so I did, and then sort of went down again, which also I fired out of people, so that might be why. But just trying to turn it so I can get some money back up. But there's a lot of bank loans, and I'm a little bit concerned that we're going to be told to sell players at some point. Our facilities are literally awful. I don't know if you can see here. Very poor stadium. Literally, they kept telling me, I keep saying literally, sorry. They keep telling me that part of it's closed. So it gets closed for weeks at a time. But we get about 10,000 of our 12,000 seats filled. So, not bad. We get some good income from that side. Not great pitch stuff. My staff aren't super. There's me. Hello. My assistant manager is a good attacking coach, but I wouldn't say he's a good assistant manager. But I literally had $250 a week to spend when I joined. I had no assistant manager, so he's the only person that could join. And there's no one really of any world note to highlight. I did ask for a parent club, but they said no. It's going to be rambling now. Sorry. What else I need to talk about? So yeah, that's kind of where we are. I'm hoping upon hope in the next kind of 8 games I can get into the first division. But I'll be honest with you, once we're there, we're going to struggle because these teams are really good. Ajax, as an example, yeah, there's some good players there. So I'm not quite sure what we'll get to on that. Anyway, that's me. That's an update. I'll try and ping that through on Ben's YouTube channel. I'll try and find a way of recording a game or two, but hopefully you enjoy the update, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye. How do I stop recording? Stop recording. How do I stop recording? Ignore this bit. There we are.